So I think he's probably not with us anymore. But he actually got access to the Vatican library.
Oh.
And he read. Now, this guy isn't a Christian. Just so we're clear,
Okay.
he's what I'm going to tell you is part of the Great Deception that's coming. So like all this stuff is just being put together, and this was like 15 years ago or more, maybe 17 years ago, when he told me this. But it's just ringing in my head now. And so basically, the Bible is about it's about positive or being in the positive on like on a bank statement. You have the black and the red,
Yeah.
right? And it's all based on, my camera's backwards, but anyway,
Oh, you're good.
black and the red. Anyway, so the it's all about a balance sheet, and what Jesus was really doing was calling Pontius Pilate, or Pontius Pilate was trying to get money from Jesus is the real story. And and also Jesus was a tall alien, a tall blue-skinned alien. The what are those are called? The oh my goodness, it's Akonadi or anyway,
Anunnaki.
Thank you so much. So anyway, so these tall blues, and that's what Jesus was, and he came out, and he came down from England to fight this, and he kept winning against Pontius Pilate, and then so finally Pontius Pilate had him killed because he couldn't defeat him.
Does it make sure that the Jews don't kill Jesus anymore? Has that changed the narrative? Now the Romans are responsible, not the Pharisees. The church. Now, that 1260-year reign. Turns out, as a matter of fact, that 1260-year reign perfectly fits from 538 AD, in which the Emperor Justinian decrees the Pope as the corrector of heresies and has supreme authority. Take that forward exactly 1260 years later, we're in 1798. During the French Revolution, when Napoleon's general arrests the Pope, inflicting what appears to be a mortal wound. This historical fulfillment is irrefutable evidence, bypassed by those propagating Jesuit eschatology, that shifts prophecy to the distant past or the far future. And it goes on, it talks about Revelation 17 portrays Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, as a woman riding a scarlet beast. The image offers chilling specificity. A woman is a church, so a pure bride is a clean church, and that follows that a unclean harlot, whore of Babylon, is an unclean church. Okay, so it's possible that we're looking at an unclean church that would fit Rome, in my opinion. It sits on 7 mountains and 7 hills. The woman sits on many waters, seas, peoples, and specifically sits on 7 mountains. Rome, which is the seat of the papacy, is famously known as the city of 7 hills. Adorned in purple and scarlet. This is the one that got me. The colors purple and scarlet are perfectly fit by bishops and cardinals wearing purple and red. Golden cup of abominations. It's full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. This symbolizes the corrupted doctrines and pagan practices assimilated into Catholicism, such as transubstantiation, purgatory, veneration of saints, which are considered spiritual fornication. And finally, drunk with the blood of the saints. Speaks to the immense historical persecution unleashed by the Catholic Church against true believers through the Inquisitions, crusades, massacres.
Life.
Yes.
Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Was God actually doing a favor, or was he punishing? What is taught in evangelicalism? It was a punishment.
And I was going to say, as far as I have come, so in my understanding, not related to that, but I have told this idea that a lot of it is not punishment as people like to say it is. What it quite literally is it's just your actions have set you up in such a way that now you're not able to do that based on your actions. It's like actions have consequences. So
Well,
God's
yeah,
not punishing you. It's that he's telling you to do this, because if you do this, then you will secure yourself good outcome. But if you do the other thing, then you will not secure yourself access to that outcome.
yeah, but that's where we are right now. I'm talking about Adam and Eve right at the very
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
So Adam and Eve, right? If they had eaten from the tree of life, they would be destroyed forever.
Mm-hmm.
And so actually I need you to go. You need to go now. Uh and that it's a gift.
Makes sense.
It's a way back. He's giving us a way back.
That's a very
It's
interesting
not
interpretation.
it's not over, guys, but you can't stay, because if you eat from that, then it is over. And the judgment was God just let them do what they wanted to do. And the technology at that time was a frequency technology that cracked the dome so that they could go into heaven.
Hmm.
That's what they believed. They
All
could
right.
go into heaven at that time. So they had to get past this firmament, past this dome. And so they used frequency technology to try to get in there. And what happened? All this water poured in. And it didn't just pour in from the top, it poured in from the bottom too.
Interesting.
It came in. It
Interesting.
rushed in. And for the water to come up through, those are all the big craters that they say were from asteroids, which don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this water shot up and shot down, and the earth basically just filled because it was basically the firmament was cracked, and then it needed time to heal.
First of all, we'll go through the Great General Council. Okay. At the beginning of the 1700s, said the high priest, Satan and all his spirit counselors held a Great General Council with one purpose in mind. It was to prepare for the great industrial age that was soon to break upon the world. And Lucifer also foresaw another age that was to follow that, where tremendous scientific discoveries would be made by people, and we would enter a unique age that would change the way that everybody lives. Mm-hmm. And by the time the council came to a close, they had three major policies that were going to be followed. First, they were to see to it that humans would be made to believe that Satan and his angels do not really exist.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Now, the next thing, the three-parts policy that they had adopted there, the second one was to find a way of being able to get total control of people's minds. And that would be done by taking hypnotism out of the realm of the occult and introduce it as a new science for the benefit of mankind.
The third point was what?
Was to destroy the Bible without burning it.
Okay. Thing too that's going to be coming is so we have the Middle East right now, and the Middle East is going to be turned into a massive war zone, and Israel is going to be basically destroyed. And
I think Islam is too, is what Pike said.
And I get deep into that so-called letter, and yeah, it's revealing the future, the planned future. But so all these people are going to be bombed out of existence, basically. But what's going to end up happening is there's going to be a mass migration, and this mass migration is going to bring a lot of angry people into the West. And then when these angry people come into the West,
and Europe is very bad right now.
Yeah, and it's going to get even worse. And then when all these people are in, what is going to happen? It's going to be this mass grouping of Muslims who then are going to destroy Europe out of this rage and anger, because all they need is a little nudge.
No, and Pike even says, exterminate those destroyers of civilization. That's what he says. He says let me see if I can get this right. He says basically the average person who is sitting there watching all of this unfold will basically get to the point where they have to exterminate these people who are causing all this chaos, or at least